Now it's time to remove the support material from printed parts. Let's start with the suspension arms. I recommend opening the file in Prusa Slicer and checking exactly where the supports were generated. In the slicer preview they are shown in green, so it's easy to spot them and remove them. There are 8 arms in total. Some have 4 holes, others have 5. I use an awl to remove the supports, but be really careful. It's easy to slip and hurt your hand or body. Never push the awl towards you, always work away from yourself. Let's start with the simpler piece. It has 4 support points. Here I remove the first support, then the second, the third, and the fourth, one by one. Repeat the same process for the other 3 similar arms. Next, move on to the parts with 5 support points. Same procedure again. Moving forward, in the second batch, we printed the differential cases. They also have some support material that need to be removed before assembly. Let's start with this piece. First, remove the support closest to the bed. Then clear the supports from these holes. Repeat the same steps for the second part. Next, let's move on to these pieces. Each one has 6 support points, but luckily they are quick and easy to clean up. Now let's continue with these 2 parts and the 4 holes in front of them. Be extra careful here, since these components can break easily. Don't forget a few small holes and this rectangle section at the bottom. Clear those as well. And now the most annoying part, these 2 deep holes. It's tricky to reach the supports inside, so I use a screw to put them out. It works great. Finally, there is one hidden support piece inside. Carefully remove the 2. Next, we move on to these connectors. Let's start with the skirt. Carefully remove it, leaving the mushroom-shaped section intact. Then clean the support material from the shaft mount. Finally, clear the holes for the screws and nuts. Repeat the same process for the second connector and both parts are ready. Now let's open the next file, the wheel hubs. Here's how they should look like after cleanup. Each hub has a ring inside, so be careful not to break it. Start by cleaning the outer supports of the rear hubs. Then move to the inside supports. And finally clear the two small holes. Repeat the same steps for the second rear hub. Next we will work on the front wheel hubs. Start by removing the bottom support. This piece also has a ring inside, so pay close attention while cleaning. Then remove the internal support, followed by the one on the opposite side. And finally the support inside the small hole. Once again repeat the same process for the second part. Finally, here are the last two parts in this file. As usual, start by removing the support from the bottom. Then move to the internal supports. And finish by cleaning the two holes. Do the same step for the second model and that's it, this file is complete. But don't relax yet, we still have one more file to go. The first file contains the steering arms. They look similar, but there are a few small differences between them. First, let's remove the support inside this hole on the first arm. Then move to the second arm, start with the bottom support. And then clean the support inside the hole. Next, take this part and remove both supports attached to it. Then move on to these two smaller parts. Each has 4 support points, which can be easily cleared by poking them with an awl. Repeat the same process for the second part. Moving forward, this next piece doesn't need any cleanup, so we can leave it as is. The following part, however, has 2 holes with the support inside. I use an awl again to remove it carefully. finally we have 5 similar parts, each with tiny support string inside. Let's remove those from all 5, and that's complete the cleanup. We are now ready for the next chapter, installing threaded inserts and starting the assembly. Stay tuned, the fun part is about to begin.